Alright, so initially I was going to make a video going over why the Wilbur, or rather the Shelby support squad was gross, but then this ended up coming up, which is even grosser, and I figured I'd cover this first since it's relatively new news. God, it's like do you remember a couple videos back? I have a playlist so you can go back and check it out. But a couple videos back, I told you that this was bad because Shelby is setting a precedent that you can essentially just go ahead and do this with no repercussions to yourself. And the only thing that you do is you gain from it and you damage somebody else's. All right. So here we go again. And here comes the sad cycle of life. Georgenotfound is a essayer. Georgenotfound essayed Katie. Who is Katie? Well, apparently it's this person called Caitibugzz. Never heard of them. I know it's weird, but whatever. Never heard of them. I think they're a Twitch streamer. I went to their VOD today. 30 minutes. Now, I'm gonna be honest. 30 minutes. This is probably worth going over on a stream, but I'm not gonna bore you with it. We'll probably go over it at another time. But yeah, it's there if you want to check it out. 30 minutes of this. So let's check this out. Maybe, perhaps this has some sort of receipt. I hope. Because if you go to their tweet, all they say is, I'm telling my story. And then they link their Twitch thing. You know, classic move. I want to also make it clear. Although I was inspired by Shelby, there you go. There it is. There it is. Sen is right. Sen is on the money. Like I said, Shelby, the entire problem with that is it sets a precedent. A precedent. And you know what? I do first time reactions, right? That's part of what I do. So it's really a journey between all of us. We go here, we figure this out as we go. Because I want to know legitimately, is there going to be evidence this time around? Because what Shelby inspires is for women to just put on waterworks that they can very easily go to theater class for and fake, and then pretend and then get a bunch of people to support them. Even though, like, again, it's never a good sign when all basically I'm telling my story, but it doesn't show any receipts right off the bat. But whatever, let's continue to read this. I'll also make it clear, although I was inspired by Shelby, our abuser is not the same. I hope she can take the time to heal. I hope everyone can. Again, just a bunch of people going in here, buying into it. There's just literally nothing. Again, it's like, there's no receipts. Are we at a point in life where we just don't need any more receipts, like, at all? Like, if you're an influencer, a woman in particular, not to be on any, I'm not even on any incel shit. You know, some people are like, incel. Not really. I'm not enamored with the idea that we have to believe all women. I don't know if that makes me bad. I don't think it does. I just don't believe in believing a woman that cries for some reason. I don't know why it's a bad thing, but yeah, whatever. So let's see. Maybe this thread here has the receipts that we need. So Georgenotfound is this and that. Drop this man. This fuckhead does not deserve a platform. He doesn't deserve fans. Don't give him your money. Don't give George anything. Believe victims. Support victims. These are friends of Katie. Are we gonna use the friends thing? Are we gonna use the my friend's testimony? Oh boy. Yeah, that's so reliable. But let's see. What is this supposed to show me? Are these like receipts? Are these like likes? These are likes. Here's the context. Take this how you will. I will not be tweeting any further on this. So we have a person saying this. Georgenotfound, you will fucking rot. It might be George and you know it. Don't cover for him. Show your support to Katie. Quote retweet me all you guys want. I'm not standing an essayer. Pathetic ass. Oh my god. What is that language? What is this language, ladies and gentlemen? This is very racist behavior. I do not approve of this, but okay. If you want to be racist and you know, pretend to be a good person, sure. All right, cool. I don't know what this is. Shout out to all the send me DTs. I'm guessing that stands for, you know, elitist elitist threats. And defended this man after trying to force me into going private. Nobody forces you to go private. That is just being weak-willed, to be honest. Especially if you're going to go ahead and drop heavy claims like this, and then you are scared into going into private. I think, once again, just to go back, it's like, do not set the precedent that you're allowed to get away with false accusations without any repercussions for your actions, because then that's just, it's fucked up. I would think that that's like self-explanatory, but common sense, reasonable. But I guess this is fine. So anyway, everybody is asking for context here. Can I please have some context? Nobody is giving context. Wow, why could that be? Katie, also known as Caitibugzz, came out about her story on her Twitch channel. She talked about how a popular male, CC, essayed her and gave hints on who it is. Her friend. So this is just textbook once again. This is textbook copying Shelby's format. Now, I'm going to be 100% with you. There is nothing as of now, and this is always a bad sign when it's like, I'm coming out with my story. This is what the fuck. This is so AIDS, bro. This is ass. Like, I saw little bro Liam talk about this earlier. And little bro Liam was basically just like, you know, saying, whoa, you're dumb. Whoa. But I gotta be honest, I kind of agree with little bro Liam, because he's not necessarily wrong. This, like, you know, it's just, there's nothing. There's just nothing there. It's just, again, this is the Shelby method. What I assume is that these women are now seeing that people like Shelby Shubble, get away with, like, marking someone as, you know, one of the worst things on the internet and have no repercussions for it whatsoever. So they're thinking in their head, oh, we're free to do this as well, which is pretty fucked up. But you know. Is anyone just mad at D-Team for being friends with him? Dream, so I guess she said Dream for being friends with him. Dream was there when it happened. He continued to stay friends with George. He decided to stay quiet about it. But that's when Dream stayed at his house all the time. So there's more questions than answers, it seems. This person did not reply to this. So yeah, give context. Just repost this. And you got people here saying, like, this is crazy and probably defamation. No names were said by the victim, therefore I think people shouldn't come to any conclusions. Like, when Shelby spoke up, we should be supporting Katie, not accusing people of stuff without the full facts. It's like, maybe, I don't know. Like, this seems to be the Shelby method. I'm just going to mark this from now on as the Shelby method. You go ahead and you tell a story, you put some waterworks about a supposed thing that happened to you that you're only now just coming out about because, lol, I guess I can get away with doing this. And again, it just goes back to when I told you that Shelby sets a precedent that anybody can, you know, just accuse anyone on the internet if you're popular enough and get away with it. So bro, I can't with all of these allegations. It's not confirmed. Let's be real here. George wouldn't do that at all. You are believing people's word, then you have no proof. First of all, this girl came out of nowhere and stated something that could be completely false. Let's see what the interesting commenters have to say about that. Personally, it's hard to believe stories like these when there is no concrete evidence. But also, what if the guy thought it was a normal thing to do with friends, but she didn't? I'm not saying what she went through isn't real. I'm just saying we need both sides. People aren't really going over. The problem with this too is that, like, it's so fresh, right? This entire thing is so fresh, and in here, we have to get through the fluff in order to go ahead and get the actual statement or what is actually happening. Because right now, we don't have descriptive detail. From what I've been told so far, it's not good. This story makes no sense, and by her own account, she calls it stupid in itself. If you're telling your story and you yourself are confirming that your story is stupid, that is already not a good look on your end. But it's a really pathetic thing that it seems to be like everybody's buying into this. This person is getting blamed. And then we got, like, interesting comments like this. Why are you just speaking up about this now? You could have spoken up when the time was right. I'm glad you did, but why just now? Same thing with Shelby's situation. Why speak up now when you had lots of chances when it happened? I know it's hard to speak up about SA or abuse, but it's better to speak up at a time. I'm not hating on you guys. I'm here to support you guys since SA or abuse is a very serious topic to talk about. You're brave to be speaking up for this. I am proud. So again, there's a lot of like, who knows right now. There's not enough, to go off of. And sadly, the only way I believe you can get full on context about this is either to wait for people to continue to push certain narratives, and that means to clip things and start pushing it out. Because again, we're like 1 hour into this. It has just hit the fan right now as I am recording this. I don't want to drag out a live stream for this, although maybe we could at some point. But again, I personally encourage anybody that's watching this little video, if you want more, go ahead and check it out for yourself if you can have the time, and maybe you can dissect a couple things in it. If not, I will keep up to date with this and get the important parts, and I'll put them in video format like this so that you guys can have easily digestible insight and content. And it will always be here with full context on this display screen right here. That's all I got for you guys, the latest update. I'll talk to you in the next one. This just kind of is just, the worst fears, my worst fears kind of thing. Like, oh, this is just kind of making my worst fears come through. Remember when I told you, Shelby, you're setting a precedent that you can get away with false accusations, basically, and just have the majority of people take your side if you're a woman. That is the precedent that you're setting, and again, my worst fears are coming true in real time. Anyway, once again, I'll see you in the next upload. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.